Today I wanted to talk a little bit about spiritual baths and a couple pointers I wanted to make out about that as a professional aromatherapist, and herbalist, and skincare formulator and things, because a lot of people, do salt baths and add herbs and add essential oils and things like that to your bath. And one of the reasons I'm going to kind of talk about a little bit and why I sell um, prepackaged ritual bath salts and milk baths and things like that is because one important thing is not only especially if you're using essential oils, oil and water don't mix, so don't put essential oils directly into your bath water. I learned that the hard way with some peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is a mucous membrane irritant, and was there some burning in unpleasant places that are mucous membrane areas down below. So, because the essential oils don't disperse in water because they're not water soluble, they're fat soluble. So whenever you're using essential oils and water, and this includes with baths with like Himalayan salt or Dead Sea salt or something like that, even if you add the essential oils to the salt doesn't have anything to absorb and disperse the essential oils. So again, you're just getting essential oils floating in your bathtub. So what you have to do, and this is how I make all of my, this is my Lilith ritual bath salt. This actually has some black lava salt in it. It will make your bath a little messy. The charcoal or the coal, whatever is in the black lava salt. But what you need to do, if you're adding essential oils or fragrance oils or anything scented to your, and the same thing for milk baths, what you have to do is add an emollient, like something that's fat soluble. So that could be like a vegetable carrier oil, like sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, honey, a mixture of the two, because that's what I do with all of my bath products that I make, the salt and milk baths. It's not because soap already has like the carrier oils and things like that, and the same with bubble bath has things that are oil soluble in it. That's not as big of a deal. But if you're doing like a salt bath or something like that for spiritual cleansing, ritual cleansing before or after rituals, or just to get the negative energy off and things like that, it's really important that you mix, if you're adding essential oils to it, is to mix the essential oils in a carrier oil first and then add it to the bath salt blend. Or you can make a bath oil with that as well and add it separately. But you really do need that because some essential oils are going to be mucous membrane irritants, like things like lemongrass, peppermint, especially, and other ones, citruses, things like that as well. And some of those are commonly used in doing spiritual baths. So it's bath safety and essential oils is really important. And because there's been, some people like, the salts, just add the essential oils to the salt. No, don't. I was lucky enough when I was doing my aromatherapy studies to take an essential oil safety course with Robert Tisserand, who literally wrote the essential oil safety book. So I learned all of the ways to use essential oils safely, and even on the Tisserand Institute website, there is a page dedicated to bath safety and stuff, because even there's things that you would think that an essential oil would bind with and disperse properly, but some of them aren't. Like, milk, I don't think it really disperses in all that well. Vegetable glycerin, like aloe vera, because aloe vera is more of a water base, and things like that. So you kind of have to look at what the essential oil is going to disperse through rather than you're just going to get raw, unfiltered oil floating on your water. And if, you know, you splash that in your eye or floats to your nether bits, tastes like burning. Yeah, not fun. Take it from me. But, you know, use a little bit of honey. Like in my milk baths, I tend to use like either sunflower oil and honey and jojoba. In my salt baths, again, I use like jojoba oil or sunflower oil, something like that. And you don't need a lot. Like in the entire batch of, you know, that may make like, say, 10 pouches of a bath salt, I might use like 1 or 2 tablespoons of the oil. So you don't need a whole lot of oil, because then you also have to worry about the fact that that's going to make your bathtub slippery as fuck and you're going to like potentially fall on your face getting out. I've done that too. So learn from me and my mistakes. And another thing that you want to look at too with the essential oils and herbs that you're using in baths, some of those herbs, especially things like mugwort, wormwood, rue, and there's a whole host of other ones. Some of those herbs are abortifacient. So you would not want to use that if you were trying to get pregnant, and other ones have phytotoxic properties to them as well. So you really, if you are trying to get pregnant, or nursing, you really want to make sure with the herbs and essential oils you're using that they're safe for that. Because if you're nursing, it can be transferred from, you know, to the child through the milk. So, that's another thing to take into consideration. I'm like weird, like safety girl, with these things. And, you know, especially working, you know, the poison path and all that, like safety is my jam. So, I'm always I update, you know, I always have the safety information, on, you know, my products on the website and stuff like that. And I have to update, I'm trying to finish up my, botanical profiles for all of them to have the safety information, because some essential oils even interact with different medications and things like that. So, you know, knowing that little bit of information, it can be really helpful. Will you have a reaction? Maybe, maybe not. But, you know, it's just good to know that if you do have a reaction to something, you say, oh, okay, it's because, you know, you shouldn't ingest geranium oil if you're on diabetes medication. There you go. And some of it will also have different precautions on whether you're inhaling it, doing it topically, or ingesting it, or using it internally, as it were. So, and things can kind of get internal when you're taking a bath. Yeah, that's just all I wanted to talk about. A little bit about, I guess, spiritual bath safety. Because I know a lot of people talk about doing salt baths and things like that. And obviously I make things, and I use them a ton myself. I would have shot this video in my bathroom, but my bathroom is a hot mess because I take messy baths. Because I always have lots of, you know, salts and flowers and herbs and things, and yeah, it ain't pretty. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. And thank you to my Patreon supporters. Love you all.